with MotoGP's Valencia Grand Prix season finale cancelled due to the historic flooding in Spain, the championship decider has now moved to Barcelona. Barcelona will keep the same date as Valencia, with the Solidarity Grand Prix taking place on Sunday, November the 17th. MotoGP says instead of racing in Valencia, they're going to race for Valencia and keep those affected by the floods in their thoughts as the region goes through the recovery process. They've decided to race in Barcelona because it was the easiest option for fans who were already planning to attend the final race of the 2024 season in Valencia. That is true, as you have to go through Barcelona in order to get a second plane over to Valencia, having done that trip myself. Jorge Martin enters Barcelona with a 24-point championship lead over Pecco Bagnaia with a sprint race and a Grand Prix remaining. That is a total of 37 points left on the board. The graphic courtesy there of MotoGP. Kobe, starting with you, given the situation in Valencia, was moving the race to Barcelona the best possible outcome?
Yeah, definitely, Josh. I think that this was the best move that MotoGP could have done, given the circumstances. And we definitely continue to keep the people across Spain in our thoughts, because those floods continue to see the videos and photos coming out of the region. That is just awful to see what's happened. But yeah, I'm glad MotoGP was able to figure out a solution, with just the race happening just a couple of weeks' time, because in situations like this, you can't always, get the track ready, in just a few weeks' notice. You may need, a few more weeks to get ready for that. And luckily, Barcelona was available, and MotoGP contacted them, and they were able to host a finale and given where it is in the region, also in Spain, that's also convenient for the people who had planned to attend the Valencia Grand Prix. And now they can attend the Solidarity Grand Prix, which I think is a really wonderful name for a race in honor of the victims of this terrible flooding. And this is also the best option compared to what you were saying last week, Josh, about some other potential options like going to Qatar, something else, or making the penultimate race of the season finale, and doing double points for the sprint and double points for the Grand Prix, which I think probably would have been a disastrous scenario. But all in all, I think this worked out the best way that it possibly could have by moving this from Valencia to Barcelona.
Oh, I get it. Everybody said that they hate the double points. I get it.
Yeah, we talked about lots of potential scenarios, didn't we, on the show last week when it was a little bit more up in the air. But the most important thing is, for the sporting aspect, is we can go and have the final race of the championship with it still in, well, I was going to say slightly up in the air. I guess Jorge Martin's got a hand and 3 fingers on the trophy after what happened at Sepang. But I mean, Barcelona's been affected by this weather as well. Let's not forget, over the last week or over the weekend. So it's all of that sort of southern half of Spain has been just decimated. And as Kobe said, we keep everybody in our thoughts. Another thing that we didn't mention when we were talking about it last week was tyres. Where could they easily get tyres from Michelin and Dunlop to? Well, they're based in Europe. It doesn't take long to get to Barcelona, so it seems like a fair shout. Weather should be fairly okay on the cold side, not like we get when we go there in the summer. But again, disappointing in various ways that MotoGP, the World Championship, is having to go to the same track for a second time this season after a double at Misano. I know this is a different situation, but they need to do their calendar much, much better. And of course, it was always going to be in Spain because cash money.
I wonder what happened to the reserve race that was on the calendar at Baltimore Park, in Hungary, that everybody said, don't worry, in case we need to add a race, we've got a backup. Here it is. It's in Hungary. Oh, don't want that one. Don't worry, we've got the Hungaro ring as well. Yeah, by the way, next year we're going to have the British Grand Prix at the Circuit of Wales. Yes. Dorna, just give up. Liberty Media, welcome. Come in. We actually can't wait for you. Well, yeah, they can't muck it up any worse than Dorna, honestly. Every single journalist and every single team owner and every single rider I've ever spoken to in MotoGP, and I'm World Superbikes, have all said the same thing. They can't wait for Liberty Media. It's going to be a lot better. And and about Qatar, we knew this beforehand when we needed to change over to San Marino. They were looking at the possibility of doing a second race there because it was a week after the Formula One, but Qatar wouldn't pay the extra $1 million, so they wouldn't pay to host the race fees. And we said they shouldn't need to. They're doing MotoGP a favour. MotoGP should pay them. You shouldn't have to host another race and cost you any money as well. The tyres, they take 15 days to make, so with the gap we've got now since the start, and when they knew about it, they're going to have enough tyres prepared. It takes one tyre is produced every 20 minutes at Michelin and at Pirelli, because don't forget we've also got Moto2 and
Pirelli,
Moto3.
sorry.
Yeah, Pirelli are there too.
Dunlop also have it.
Oh, did you say Dunlop? I didn't even realise.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Forza
Well,
have it.
Dunlop also do support the other support series, which would be the Red Bull rookies. So that'll still be Dunlop tyres. So I suppose there's 3 really, but it takes, as I said, 20 minutes. Sorry, someone knocked my door. It takes about 20 minutes to create a tab, so that's all good news as well.